Everybody, Todd McFarlane. Want to talk about our next Build-A-Figure line. We had a lot of success on the last one for the DC Multiverse. This one, let me show you a couple of the figures here. These are just some unpainted early production pieces. This is a Mega Batman from the last night on Earth. All right, he's cool. He's got the cool slick movement in there. Lots of articulation. He's going to be able to do all the poses that you want in there. These are these great designs, great Capullo. Again, best artist in comic books right now. The other one too, Wonder Woman with her cool mohawk, right? Look at the mohawk, douche, right? She's got all the detail there, and then she's going to be coming with a couple different heads depending on what version you get. So you're going to get the mask on there. But the fun part too is she's going to have a sheath, and then she's going to have her sword, and the sword goes in, which is always fun that you can sort of pull it in and out. We're also going to have the version here. Let's look at the artwork again, based on Greg Capullo's wonderful artwork. All right, this is Batman Last Night on Earth, and this is what's cool about this. Besides, he's got his sort of insane asylum straitjacket on. Is that he's carrying right here? He's carrying the Joker and the Lantern. So let's take a look at that. Let's look at some of the pieces here. Right, so we're going to have Batman again, unpainted, just to show you all the parts. He's got all his belt and straps from the back that sort of create this quasi cape. He's going to have his club, and the fun part, although this will be way more clear, you're going to get the head in a lantern. So what does that look like if you put it together? I've got one right here, right? You can be standing there. You can literally simulate that image that you just saw on TV there. Gets the Billy Club, gets the lantern, and there he is right there. And then the last one is, we go over here. I don't have it in front of me because we had to send it to China, but you get the Scarecrow. And if you get the Scarecrow, which is basically based again on Greg's artwork, Greg Capullo's artwork, we were using this as our inspiration. And so what you're going to be able to do is take the Scarecrow with these big, long, sort of needle fingers, and you're going to be able to put him on the back of Bane. The question is, how do you get Bane? That's the Build-A-Figure, right? And so I don't have him here, but I can promise you, because I've seen it, that this figure that everybody was so excited about, how big he is, Bane's bigger than this guy. So when you put him together, when you put those four figures together, you're going to get this big, giant Bane that's super cool and gnarly, like that cover that Greg did. And then you're going to be able to take the Scarecrow and put him up on the back, and you're going to be able to simulate that cover. I was also fortunate to be actually at Greg's house when he was doing that cover by coincidence. So it's a little bit of fun for me to say, oh my God, I saw him draw it, and now we get to put it in plastic. So that's our Build-A-Figure. When we get some painted versions, we're going to show you. Just wanted to tease it out a little bit. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Welcome back, everyone. Toyshiz here, and I've got a great news update for you today. That was, of course, Todd McFarlane, McFarlane Toys, going over and revealing their brand new, next March, in and around 2021 DC Multiverse wave for Batman Last Night on Earth. If you've never checked out this Batman tale, it is amazing. A little bit Elseworlds, a lot of it just like total bat poop. Crazy, but it is a fantastic new modern comic, and I highly recommend it if you've not checked it out. Now, before we get into that, recently this week we got a look at the upcoming spring 2021 Target exclusive Batman White Knight, aka I'm calling it the Red Knight. It seems to be based off a lot of Sean Gordon Murphy's covers. It's very rustic red, sort of brick red sort of tone to a lot of the artwork, and this figure looks to emulate it, and it looks pretty cool. I love the design of White Knight, so to get him in this sort of fashion, yeah, it's a bit odd, but at the same time, it can kind of act as a Dark Knight's Metal sort of stand-in Batman, so in that case, I don't really mind it all too much now that I've kind of gotten used to it. The Arkham Origins Batman and Deathstroke figures, of course, these were previously revealed during around Comic-Con this year. They are now up for pre-order on Walmart. I will have links in the description below. For all DC Multiverse, unless otherwise noted, Walmart is pretty much going to have first dibs on these, and then they will go elsewhere. So usually around a month, 2 months, something in that window. Walmart gets them first, and then other businesses, retail, online, things like that will get them. Now to kind of go over the entire line that was revealed, we're going to be getting the Batman figure direct around like the first issue or so when he was in his Arkham Asylum straight jacket. And if you notice that he's carrying a head in a lantern, your eyes do not deceive you. He will actually come with the Joker's head in the lantern. I'm not going to give any spoilers away. Just read the comic. It is bonkers, but it's a great tale, and it's really, really interesting to see how they've taken Capullo's designs. Capullo's designs create such amazing action figures. Creech fans, you'll know what I'm talking about. But in either case, this Batman looks to be decked out. And just going forward, with what you see in these press photos, just because you don't see the articulation, these are all fully articulated what you've come to expect for DC Multiverse. So don't worry, most of them are prototypes, resin, things like that. They will have all of the articulation that you've come to expect for McFarlane's DC Multiverse. Next up, we are getting the Omega Batman, or just Omega, if you wanted to go ahead and say that. Again, this is a highly spoilerish figure, we'll say, character for the entire tale. I won't go any further than that, other than he's on the covers. The look, the design won't give anything away, but you definitely should check it out. But he looks to like he just stepped right out of Capullo's artwork. So McFarlane, my hat's off to you for that one. That looks like a fantastic figure. Now I know a lot of you are going to say, wait a minute, I thought McFarlane only makes Batman figures. Well, Wonder Woman was in the last night, so rejoice, we are getting another character other than a Batman-centric character. And she does play a pivotal role in the whole story. She's rocking the mohawk. She looks like she stepped out of Mad Max. It's kind of like a Mad Max version of Batman, Wonder Woman, so to speak. Like I said, go and read the comic book. She's going to come with multiple heads, more of like a helmeted head. She comes with a sword and her sheath. And again, just like the previous two figures, they look like they stepped right out of the comic book. So well done on her. And then finally, this is the big mamma jamma right here. This guy is terrifying. If you've been waiting for an interesting Batman villain, the Scarecrow is definitely where it's at. Drawn right from the pages of this comic book. Terrifying. Weird. Just ugh, right? Jonathan Crane, more of a zombie. He's got these long, huge fingers with the syringes on the end. Kind of Arkham Asylum-ish a little bit. But if you notice, he is, in this cover, attached to Bane. Now, McFarlane did tease that, yes, we're going to be getting a Build-A-Figure for this wave, bigger than Devastator, in fact, and it's going to be this Bane. And what you're going to get is a huge, monstrous Bane from Batman Last Night on Earth, and the Scarecrow is going to be able to attach to his back, just like from the comic book. This is a fantastic wave. It feels like a very cohesive character wave. If they did a wave 2, there are plenty of other characters I would love to see them do. Batman in a sort of semi-rebirth costume again, right? Maybe Joker Robin. Anyways, go read the comic book. I can't stress that enough. You'll enjoy it, and you'll certainly enjoy the heck out of these figures. I'll tell you that pre-orders will begin, are slated for November. I'll keep you guys all posted on my various social media channels. I'm very happy with this wave because if you're not a fan of this comic book, if you're not a fan of these types of characters, this style of characters, all of these fit together into one. It's not like you're doing the DC Multiverse where it's this Batman, this Flash, this Robin, something like that, where it all pertains to different properties within DC Comics. It's all one comic book in and of itself. So it's either going to be an astounding yeah, or if you're not a fan, you go, nah, I'll wait till the next wave. Because again, all of them fit together in a very cohesive way. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about this new multiverse wave. Will you be grabbing it? Is it a kind of, I'm on the fence a little bit, I gotta read the comic? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything DC Multiverse. And I'm gonna leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, when you put Batman in a straitjacket, you better know he's coming for you. Yeah, he's definitely coming. I love this Scarecrow. I can't wait for this. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.